Did it start yet?
It sort of did. They're just fighting with each other right now.
Oh, gotcha.
It's the good part. It's the bickering back and forth.
Hey. Hey. Oh, yeah, by the way, the polls are open, so do not forget to vote.
Oh, I've already voted for you.
Oh, good shit.
I just did mine, to be honest.
The Nino Marty do about to go crazy.
Yeah. What do you mean shameless, man? He yelled that? No, I whispered it. Yeah, respect the hustle, homie. Yeah, I do.
What are they talking about?
I don't know.
My fault.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious myself. Wait, Peters is around. Yeah, it's illegal to campaign. Well, I don't know about the courtroom, but I think it is. That's why I always tell people, you're allowed to say you can vote, but if I was like, vote for Nino, guys, that'd be an issue.
Right. So we've discussed this. Robert is correct in that the discovery window was closed when this was posted. If there had been some kind of communication that, like, hey, I'm sick, Daisy's not gonna be able to make it, we're gonna be working on getting her affidavit put to the docket before the discovery was closed, I would be taking that into consideration. But as is, this was submitted when discovery was closed, no prior communication that it would be coming, nothing to, like, asking allowance for sickness. So we are going to not be allowing, what was it, the People's F? No, Defendant's F at this time.
Okay, then I motion for continuance because this decision is prejudicial to the defense's
Not!
ability to defend against these
shot.
claims.
What? I'm stupid. Please give me extension. This is argument right now.
Hold on. Did he say that the decision is prejudicial? Is that what? I'm just making sure I heard it. I am old.
That's what it sounded like from over here. Can you repeat what you your motion for continuance, so that way Councilor Ferrer can, get his 2 cents in.
Okay, I'll take it down to layman's terms then. So the decision to not allow the affidavit in when the counsel of the opposition calls the previous trial to be rearranged at the last minute because of his attendance not being able to happen, will leave the defense with an inability to defend against similar claims being made. By doing so, the court is putting the defense at a massive disadvantage and not giving them a chance to defend. Hopefully that's the enough layman's terms.
I guess the previous 6 months.
The plaintiff's rebuttal to that, Your Honor, would be to point to what you just said in your response to the motion. They could have taken steps to perhaps remedy this, but it seems the only remedy Masters was seeking was for his own illness, not the defense in this case. There were steps that could have been taken.
Peters, how's this still
that
going?
were not.
What'd
That
you say?
is what has
How is
caused
this
this
still
to
going on?
happen to them. Their
I
own
don't know.
actions/inactions.
Okay.
Wasn't this from
Not
like
anything
season
done
1?
by the courts.
6 months
Before-
ago.
Yes. Wait, 6?
This is what HYDRA. God fucking damn it! I have no idea.
I also find it odd that they are motioning for a continuance when they are also trying to get it dismissed in a motion they posted on the docket. So which do they want? Do they want to continue with the case or do they want it dismissed?
Why is he still talking?
What is this? 45 rebuttals, Your Honor.
Jesus
I didn't
fucking
hear no
Christ.
bell.
I will say.
The fuck is Den
that
Shiesty still
the
causing
stand,
problems?
I mean, if you want the motion to
No
dismiss,
way.
if you want to withdraw the motion to dismiss, then we can entertain the motion.
Wait,
for
what's
continuance.
going on?
Or we can handle the
This is
motion
the
to
civil
dismiss,
suit
figure that out,
from the
and if
HYDRA
it
raid.
stands and doesn't get dismissed,
Oh, oh no.
I'm fine with going with the motion to dismiss. Honestly, I am probably be easier to get that out of the way with now and leave it sitting. So, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Okay.
Fire away, Doc.
So, we're motioning to dismiss mainly on the basis that there's a lack of evidence in the claim being made against the defendant. As you'll see, there's only 3 items that have been entered in by the plaintiffs for evidence. None of these pieces of evidence actually have anything to do with the claims he's being made in regards to Amica, Rose V. Hernandez, and Arnold Cole. They're claiming that they were held too long. Well, not a single bit of evidence in the reports shows anything to do with their whole duration. Therefore, there's a lack of evidence there. It'll literally be a he said, she said in that regards. Honestly, with Jackie Snow, there is some parts of the claim that are relevant, albeit I do think there's a lack of evidence being submitted for him as well. Hence, we're moving for a dismissal on the ground of a complete lack of evidence. It's literally going to be sticking up Jackie Snow and one other plaintiff that's making the claim to say, I was held too long. That's pretty much their case at this point in time. I could go into about the due process, but honestly, so there was a prior case, albeit a criminal case, involving the people versus Cletus Cornwood. After 83 days, Justice Hart stated that the Department of Justice finds that the delays have led to concerns regarding due process. Admittedly, considering the passing of one of the 2 main witnesses was a consideration, but the main factor appears to be the 83 days that the case was sitting without going to trial. In this case, from the day the criminal trials against Jackie Snow and Amica Rose et al. Happened, it has been 117 days, a much greater length of time, which would suggest due process has also failed here.
All right. That
May
all
I
you have,
rebut?
Doc?
Yep, that's everything, Your Honor.
All right, rebuttal.
I suppose I'll go to the first point about the lack of evidence. That sounds like a perfectly valid argument for their defense. Not one to get the trial outright dismissed. Do they want to point out a lack of evidence? Go ahead. You're welcome to do so. But it's not enough to throw a case out on its merits. Now, when if Masters thinks that, talking about how long Mr. Snow was held and the rest were held is just the only part of the case that matters, then this may be easier than I thought. However, to go to their second point, if they're saying that, a case was thrown out after 83 days, it was a criminal case. In that criminal case, the defendant did not respond. In this case, all parties have responded and have tried to make it work. But if 83 days is too much for them, then why are they bringing it up on day 117 and not day 84.
May I say something to that, Your Honor? I would like to just state Robin is actually misstating that docket case because the defendant did in fact say he was...
Man!
As did Denzel Shiesty, and look where we are now.
Oof. Damn.
Denzel Shiesty was nothing to do with this case, Your Honor.
Fuck off.
That's enough back and forth.
Damn, damn. Woo!
Delusion.
Woo! Woo!
It's been noted, Masters, that
Woo!
the defendant did post in the case. Thank you.
Oh my
No,
god.
Denzel Shiesty was named as a defendant in this case.
I understand. I did read the original posting.
Oh my god, dude.
Indeed, Maxwell, so was Moss.
I can't believe I just heard him say Denzel has nothing to do with this.
Could say that, yeah.
I imagine when I play Nino, and I've been playing Nino for a long time, you know, rights, civil rights, etc., is like a very big piece, etc., of what like Nino's expectations are, right? And we play that pretty diligently, I think. At least the mental of it. And so, like, in the grand scheme of things, and this is part of why, I don't know, man. Like, to be honest, I think civil cases should be managed by a... Michael, come over here real quick. I'm starting to wonder if, like, PD cases should be handled by a mayoral DA when it comes to civil shit, because quite frankly,
Alrighty.
like, this is embarrassing. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I
At
agree.
this time, it is going to be denied.
And
Not a bad
We
idea.
understand the points
And that
were
the
made by
consequence
Doc
of that
saying
is something
that,
is like it
a
gets
lot of time has
handled.
passed from the
People
incident.
get
There
their,
will be a
you
lot
know,
of,
whatever.
in
You know
his
what I mean? It
words,
gets
he said,
sorted.
she
Yeah,
said.
yeah.
We don't do embarrassing
But
things
to
like
the point that Robin
continuances. Da,
made,
da, da, da.
the
Did something wrong
performance
happen? Yes or
defense is
no?
not
Right?
so much
Yeah.
Might
for
bring up some points.
dismissing
Pay a
the
check.
case at large.
People get the resolution. But then we
And
do an
also to
internal
address
review and push
the
that
point
through
of,
the PD.
Hart dismissing
You know what I
the case
mean?
in the past,
Because
I
not
like it.
only is
yeah.
Hart not on the panel,
Could you
is
put that on the
you know,
prior
to
list
handle
just
that.
to like
Yeah.
yeah.
That is not.
All right.
It kind of
that all
intertwines
parties
with the
involved
bar
in this
stuff
case
as well.
Mhm.
have made a good faith effort to try to get this case scheduled and underway, and there's no reason for it not to see the courtroom. Any other pre-trial motions?
I feel like what I'm recommending here sort of makes it so it's not
Motion for
shit for
continuance.
everybody.
Doc, go ahead and run it back the explanation on that so that there's a proper back and forth between you two.
Okay, so previously, 2 weeks ago, the case was put into continuance due to Robin stating much later, then I made a motion on the docket that he would not be able to attend, and it was put into a continuance to allow him to be able to fight the plaintiff's case. Now, in our defensive stand, we have got a witness, the sole witness that we have called, unable to make it today after it was rearranged due to the plaintiffs. Now, I understand that it was late to get notice to yourself, but if we can't have,
I'm a strong believer that these sort of things need to happen faster because it blocks RP from happening. And so I'm trying to think of like ways to make it make sense.
Otherwise,
That if there's something we can do to make it make more sense and things to happen quicker, I think is a good thing.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Bring up arguments in at a later date.
May I rebut?
Go ahead and send it.
Yep. So they say it puts the defense at a disadvantage that they have created for themselves. Just like that picture of the person riding a bike and they put a stick between their own wheels and fall over and blame someone else. Furthermore, Masters is just wrong in saying that my motion for continuance was made later than their motion for continuance. Mine was made before we even got to the courtroom. We're here, and they've only just said it about 10 minutes ago. Not exactly the best at keeping time, but hours before the courtroom versus minutes into
It
the
might be
courtroom
personal
seems
preference, but like
quite different.
Your Honor, can I add one thing to his statement there, please?
Go for it.
Okay, I'd just like to point out I was trying to avoid a continuance due to scheduling hell by entering an affidavit. I could have motioned for continuance then and just put us straight into scheduling hell, but I tried to avoid that. We all know it's been a pain in the ass to get this fucking thing scheduled. If you want to hold that against me and put the defense at a huge disadvantage, then I guess that's your choice.
absolutely. We'll do Thursday when I'm back. Maybe back tomorrow, TBH. Oh, actually, Wednesday.
I believe if he was in a relationship,
in a few
that would
days.
be considered emotional blackmail.
Still trying to figure out
Did I
my
ask?
week.
Yes. No.
Okay. I know like getting contempt is like your kink, but
I don't know what that means.
I won't be indulging today, so watch yourself. Thank you. Behave like the counselor you are.
Oh, I am.
Oh shit! That was a jab at the judge, low key. Oh man, I was expecting her to fire back. My wife conceived and get. Oh my god! You're not wrong, actually.
And I know.
Can I?
How crazy is that?
How else are we going to be able to explain that?
Easy. We just do
Wow.
what they were told.
Okay.
If they want a he said, she said case, we do that.
All right.
Peter's just texted me, my wife conceived and gave birth to a child before all this happened.
I wish I still had the sinister laugh for that one.
Oh yeah, true. I didn't think about that.
Oh wait, I'm gonna get closer so I can hear. Do you want me to sit on the side?
So I have a question, mostly for the defense side. So Robin, if you could, that would be fantastic. Just, so I, per Daisy Moss's availability, she says she's not available weekdays before 6, but Captain Maxwell's not available after 7. That's a 1-hour overlap.
I've
Is there any flexibility in that? If
yes.
Okay, just asking, making sure.
During the weekdays, absolutely.
Okay, yeah, and I know you don't do weekends, so it wouldn't be on the weekend if we.
Thank you.
We're even open for a deposition of Daisy Moss if that makes life easier.
That's what we're discussing right now. I was looking at to see if we could fit her in for a deposition and possibly get this on the road this week. So doing a deposition and then having the rest of the court case, preferably within the next 3 days. So I'm just looking at that right now, and everybody's posted availability. Robin, do you have any problems with the week this week?
I mean, I
Busy?
might be dead by then, given my age. Who knows?
I'm older than you.
Such a shame.
The Reaper could come knocking any day now.
Well, I'm sure if that happens, Tony would love to step in for you if you die.
Jesus.
I gotta visit my uncle back in China in probably 3 days.
I do not leave the firm to him in my will.
Yeah, that's Rick's problem.
Or Lang's.
It's okay. If he goes missing, I'll just ask Norman Bones if he died or not.
Norman Bones did die, yes, that is correct.
I believe that from you.
See, the PD do believe the whole Norman stuff.
I don't know.
They believe that people believe it.
Yes, I agree with that for sure.
Wait, is this what is happening right now? I feel I want to ask. I'm gonna try to float the idea that the mayor's office actually has a DA, and their function is to settle on behalf of the PD. I think we need to also, revisit our original idea, which created the PD budgets. I don't think it works. I feel like the only thing the PD budget has sort of put forward, just because of how things are. In an idealistic world, the PD budget was meant to be a reflection of work done, not a pool for which, it's a failed experiment, right? I made a mistake. You know what I mean? For asking for it. I think it's done more harm than good. I think that, what do you call it? Perhaps having the mayor, the city be responsible for the PD fucking up is probably a better approach, because if the city loses money, which is how it works in real life, and then you can impose, like, what the fuck? This just happened, right? Might be better. Yeah, IRL, it's a city, yeah. And I say it that way because like, in this case, like, I look at it like this, and I hope this makes sense, is like, this is punishing the current way. It feels like it's punishing to the PD, but it's also punishing to the people that probably want to
tomorrow at 5:30
RP something going sideways.
What's that in real time?
Good question.
What are you in BST right now? What is it, Grayson? What's that? In
BST, yeah. British summertime.
What's 5:30 EST in British time? I don't know. I speak
3 hours from now.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
It would be.
Wait, what day, chat?
9:30 UTC, 10:30 UK, I believe.
Sure.
That can allow us enough time to get a deposition, Your Honors.
Wait, how would they know that answer?
That's enough time.
This would be for the deposition. Because Officer Moss is available tomorrow for deposition. We could do the deposition and have the court case either Wednesday or Thursday. We would not be reopening discovery if we did so, though.
Okay. Fine by myself, Your Honor.
Mr. Snow, I know you said that you had an open availability in regards to this case. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah, no problem.
Miss Amika, is she here?
No.
Okay,
We'll
do you need
figure it out.
Okay.
If they don't show, that's on us.
Okay. Well, I don't want to. If someone was like, actually, Wednesdays are the one day I don't show up.
No, it'll be fine.
In regards to the motion for continuance, it would be granted if everybody's good. We're gonna have the this will be posted on the court docket. The deposition will be tomorrow for Officer Moss, and then on Thursday we'll be doing the same time, Sean. Same time, same bat time, same bat place. We'll have the actual court case. Everybody good with that?
Barring any
Yes, Your Honor.
illness, earthquakes, tsunamis.
Assuming I don't
snow,
die.
and any
I'll
deaths.
spread
Robin, for
COVID, even if it be. Yeah, I'll be here.
Okay.
Please wrap your clients in bubble wrap and give
Take your
them vitamins.
antihistamines because I had hives yesterday. All right, that mine will be granted the motion for continuance, and I will be posting on the docket these times. I have reached out to Officer Moss to make sure she was available for deposition, since she is available for tomorrow. So that will be happening at 5:30 p.m. EST. And yes, I will put it in BST on the docket for you guys.
Thank you.
I got you.
Just to double check, Mr. Snow doesn't need to be in attendance tomorrow, correct?
Not unless he wants to.
Only if you
I'll
want
be
to
there.
be. That's up to you. Yeah. Let's say it's the only people who have to be there are the lawyers. So for the representation. You are more than welcome, Mr. Snow. All right, fantastic. I will be putting that on the docket, and this will be done this week.
Cool.
Thank God.
You're. Yeah, Your Honors, may I ask a question, please?
Sure.
100%.
Yeah, just you know, where the other judges that was entered into the docket posting.
Mrs. Devereaux, Judge Devereaux, is dealing with a very personal thing, and sometimes is she'd win the sick Olympics. Let's say that. So we're presuming that she was not feeling well today, but we will let her know and see. Hopefully, she'll be able to be here later this week.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Why is that only an issue now?
Any other questions or motions?
No motions at this time from the defense.
I'm gonna get all that shit posted for you, Sean, with the time zones and everything.
All right. We'll take Robin's silence as a no.
Correct.
Okay. All right. We will see you guys tomorrow for the deposition, and then Thursday for the trial.
Thank you, Your Honors.
Thank you.
It will happen.
Yes. Thank you very much for your time, guys.
I appreciate
Your
you,
Honors.
Your
All
Honors.
right. Thanks, Robin. Appreciate
All
it.
right.
I'm glad you didn't get sent to prison. That's good.
Not
I'll
yet.
see you tomorrow and then Thursday.
Okay.
All right. Appreciate you, mate. I'll see you soon.
Yeah.
Hi, John.
Hello. I just want to ask Robin something about the Benny case. So, if I do it in front of the mayor, does it look less prejudicial?
Wait, sorry, what's
In
up?
front of the mayor as a witness, so they know I'm not talking about
sure.
this case.
Something
just-
unrelated?
Yeah. So, you know the Benny Razor case?
Oh no.
Yes.
Did you ever actually get the? Did you ever ask for the FOIA for that report?
Never asked for it, never got it.
Okay.
It was never
yeah.
put on the docket.
It was put on the docket later when I bugged Erin Carter because they attacked her for some
Yeah.
goddamn reason, and she finished their job for them and held their hand as usual. But
Yeah, it was a case of the facts in the evidence
I'm
report.
overscheduled.
were irrelevant.
I never want to
Because
schedule
arguing
anything
Good to
ever
see you
again in my
too,
entire
sir.
life.
merits
Shannon
of
on
the
anyone's
charge.
doorstep recently?
okay, so you weren't like denied it; you just
Okay.
never asked for it.
I fucking hate
Yeah.
scheduling.
sorry.
It's
Okay,
literally
okay, that makes
the
sense to me.
worst
All right,
part
thank
of
you.
it.
Scheduling is my
Although-
favorite because I just don't care, and I will put people when it shows up.
Well, I suppose I could have tried to dismiss it for them not presenting probable cause at the time of filing.
For the Benny Razor one, or the
Yeah.
yeah. Well, did you see, Counselor Ferrer? I have new charges to cover that shit.
Yes, I did. Hopefully someone takes this murder case soon.
I keep yelling at judges when the new cases come up, so we'll see. Unfortunately, I am actively conflicted out, so.
Yeah, it's far too heavily NA for me.
All right.
Can I grab you two into the office to have a chat with me?
I'm baffled they tried to say Denzel has nothing to do with this.
I
I'm grasping at straws, buddy.
so
We're at the wit's end.
I'm contemplating and I don't know if I'm gonna do this yet. I'm just gonna get. I do not like. Yes, please. I do not like that. Wait, does it say new charges? Wait, sorry, 1 second. Okay. I do not think anything that makes cases go for like more than a month is bad for everybody.
Yeah.
Because the impact and value to people's life, like it becomes irrelevant after a month.
Yeah, people end up being over it.
Yeah, over it, not relevant. People that have already sorted their shit, right? Like, let's say like, let's say you and I had beef, right? And we're going to court over it, and we just hate each other or whatever, and then all of a sudden, by the time the case happens, we've already resolved it. Now it's like reopen the wound, right? There's just so many just bad reasons. And so I am contemplating that at least for civil suits, I'm wondering if it should be the city that is responsible, and that we put I'm generally against DAs. I think they never work out. I've yet to see it in my many
I've never
many years.
experienced them here so far, so I don't have an opinion.
They tend to get, every single time they get self-absorbed, and the case becomes about them and not everyone else, right? So they instead of becoming like an asset to adds value, they become like the main character. I just gonna
yeah, fair enough.
And so it turns into a shit show. However, I do think for civil suits, I am contemplating that civil suits get handled by a special prosecutor or a DA, not any more, not any less, for the city. And so that there becomes an evaluation at the city level where we review everything, or that office reviews everything, and either appropriately settles, right? Or does make it go to court. And part of that also is like, I don't like the way, this is nothing against like Masters like as a person, but just if there's a grievance, it just needs to be sorted. You know what I mean? And the recourse of that should result in that mayor's office having a serious discussion with the chief. You know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
I mean, this would just be for cases against the PD, because like person to person, you wouldn't bring in a DA, right?
I'm sorry?
I assume you mean like this, like DA, special prosecutor type person would only be for
civil
cases against
the PD.
Cases against the PD, yeah.
Yes, or
But, like,
the city or whatever it is.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because like, you
Because
hit me with your car, give me this money, they wouldn't get involved.
do you think if this was a settlement, Snow would have been happy with it?
I mean, the right amount, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah, these are weird not weird in the, you know what I'm saying. They're strange. This is strange, right? I just want to make it better, and I feel like that might be a good avenue for it.
Like I know that the 117 days number is thrown about, but to be fair, it is less than that. Well, it is and it isn't, because like I had to put this up within 30 days of the raid happening, so I wouldn't lose the statute. And I even said, can this be delayed until the criminal case is done? And obviously the criminal case took a month after I'd said that, which means this took longer, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna think about this one. It's just all right, easy.
I've also got a murder case that's just popped up.
Oh boy. Enjoy. I spent an hour and a half reading through the reports on that one. It's kind of juicy.
Yeah, it's you know, I don't think, like, if I was able to tell what actually happened, it wouldn't be believed, but we'll see.
Yep.
The TLDR is the person that was murdered, the government employee, was off duty going rogue trying to get revenge.
Yeah. Yep.
But
no
I never
comment.
believe that coming out of like ADMC's mouth. So
well, I'm excited to hear what happens with that one.
we'll see.
All right, you take care, gentlemen. All right, I'm gonna go talk to PD just real quick, and then go from there.
Andre wanted to link up too.
Hey, what's going on, Nino?
Way too late for me.